So this is part two of our system walkthrough on the LP gas system. We want to bring you inside a Freedom Express. We want to show you the thermostat difference as well as the difference in the stove and the oven combination. So if you have a Catalina, a Freedom Express, a Chaparral, or a Park model from us, these systems are going to be much the same on all of those units. I'll let Sean take over.
Okay, so starting with the thermostat here, we have a touchscreen digital style. When we first touch it, you can see that it's going to illuminate, it's waking itself up. From there, it's a one-button operation. We simply scroll through. The little whirly bird here, that's going to be our fan setting. Our fan, we have an option for the AC. We can either have it in an auto setting where it comes on and off with the thermostat itself when it calls for cooling, or we can cycle through with the up and down arrows, and we can put it to a low speed fan or we can put it to a high speed fan. Now we need to have this unit in the auto if we're going to be running other items off of the thermostat itself. So as I said, it's a one button operation, so I simply hit the mode button again. You can see here it now comes up a little snowflake. So the snowflake is going to be the AC itself. Push the button again, now we've got a little heat wave. That's going to be our furnace. When we look at it, we can adjust our temperatures up and down just by simply pushing the up and down arrow. Now if we want to take this from Fahrenheit to Celsius, it's just a push of the two arrows is going to bring it then to Celsius reading. Then from there, if we cycle it all the way back across, you can see there's a little off indicator just in the bottom corner of the screen. This unit is now going to shut off all the appliances that we had just turned on, as well as the illumination is going to shut off in time. Next, we've talked about the stove. So this being different than the first one that we showed you guys, you can see we do have the glass cover that's going to roll up and out of the way. The burners on this one does have an igniter at each one of the burners. As we rotate this, we're getting a spark at each one of the burners. Down and inside the oven, it's actually unique to this style of stove. The oven itself does have an igniter as well. So as we rotate the clicker, we're actually getting an ignition inside as well. To ignite the oven, which is different than our stovetop we had just looked at, we'd simply rotate this dial to the little pilot position. Now there's no flow of propane at the moment until we push in on the button. So to ignite it, we'd simply push in. That's starting our flow of gas. We would rotate our igniter. Once it's ignited, we would have to keep that button pushed in until it senses the heat from the pilot flame before we can release it. We'll call it a count of 10. Once we've got the pilot lit, we can simply rotate it to 350, 400, whatever desired temperature we want. The main burner is going to ignite, and it's going to cycle on and off depending on how many times we open and close the oven door.
I hope that answered a lot of your questions you may have had on LP gas and certainly the differences in different models. And certainly if you have additional ones, your salespeople are here to help, as well as our parts and service team down the road. Thanks so much, Sean.